The Chiefs are headed to the Super Bowl, and as a result, many fans are looking for new Chiefs gear to mark the occasion. But as KOAM's Samantha Walker shows us, one store in Pittsburgh gearing up for the game says some apparel will look a bit different this year.
Stores like the Jocks Niche Sports in Pittsburgh are ready all season to help people represent the Chiefs.
It's been up and down. They kind of had a strange season this year. People got excited, then didn't, and got excited, then didn't. But now with the playoff success, people should be really getting fired up for the Super Bowl.
And a trip to the Super Bowl only makes things more exciting.
And people are just excited, and we want to share that with them and get them the gear that they want.
For local stores, the celebrations mean an uptick in sales.
I mean, it's nice this time of year because we're usually retail's a little slower in January, February. So anything we can get to spark sales is always a bonus.
But this year, some of the apparel at stores like the Jocks Knit Sports is going to look different.
Unfortunately, the NFL and Nike no longer let the small guys carry the on-field shirts that the team wears for the AFC Championship or for the Super Bowl, if that matters. So it's a little challenging for us to get enough items, and the ones that people are looking for, unfortunately, they don't let us carry anymore.
He says official Chiefs playoff shirts and hats can only be found at retailers such as Academy or on the NFL website.
As usual, the small guy still gets stuck to him by the big guys, so it's unfortunate because we carried those items for years and now they no longer let us carry them.
Despite the change, he says his store is still working to be prepared for Chiefs fans, with orders placed weeks ago.
Yeah, it's a lot of work goes into it ahead of time, hoping that it pays off down the road for us.
He hopes fans will continue to support local businesses this playoff season.
Just support your local shops is all I can ask for. Avoid the online guys and the big retailers. They don't support the local communities like your local businesses do.
In Pittsburgh, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
And the Chiefs will face the San Francisco 49ers in Las Vegas for the Super Bowl game on February 11th. A little later, the Lions get ready to open their 2024 baseball season. John has a preview of MSSU and their first opponent coming up in sports.
And finally, we're starting to warm back up this week. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, of course, it turned out to be a much warmer day for us today, which is nice. We got the sunshine. We're finally warming back up after we've been kind of in the deep freeze for over 2 weeks. In fact, if we look back at the month of January, the first 10 days or so were pretty nice. And then all these blue days, temperatures below normal or right where we should be. So a 2-week stretch of at least normal or below. But finally, the past couple days, we're warming up just a little bit. Let's go outside. Here's our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex Tower Cam. This is at 7th and Joplin, looking northeast through downtown. Looks pretty good. We're going to have a pretty nice night for us tonight. Temperatures 49 Carthage, 50 in Anderson. Chatopa's at 52 in Veneta. Iola is sitting at 53 degrees. And the sun is set, but our evening daylight hours now starting to stretch out a little bit, which is nice. 53 southerly winds at about 5. Pressure is steady at 30.14 inches of mercury. All right, so we're going to drop back through the 40s, eventually upper 30s later on tonight. We do have a few little clouds in our western counties. Not a big deal, but partly cloudy skies for us tonight, and then again into the daytime hours tomorrow. Not much in the Central Plains. In fact, not much all the way until you hit the West Coast. So this stretch of nothing is our weather that we're going to see over the next few days. Then that system in the Pacific Northwest will start to affect us late this week and then heading into the weekend. Until then, we're okay. All right, let me walk you through time. We'll stop 6:30 in the morning, lower 40s, partly cloudy skies. As we go through the morning hours, we get into lower 50s by noon. Notice the winds are out of the north. We get a weak front that slides through later on tonight. So it is a little bit cooler tomorrow, but still great. Mid-50s for highs, 52 in Stockton. Grand Lake, 58. Chanute, up to about 57 degrees. Tomorrow night, we dip back mid-30s once again. And then as we go into a Wednesday, another great day warming back up as we go into lower 60s for highs. So temperatures great over the next few days. Here's your day planner: 36 in the morning, 49 by noon. High temp right around 55. Partly sunny skies all day long. This continues into Thursday. we pop into the lower 60s once again. Now, our next storm system starts to develop. So here's Friday. We get some showers in here, a more persistent rainfall by Saturday. Here's 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon. Rain continues Saturday night and then into Sunday before this system finally starts to exit the region. So as we head into the weekend, we could get some decent rainfall amounts. A lot of us picking up maybe 1, possibly 2 inches of rain, which would be good. We have been doing good so far in January. We want to keep that stretch going. All right, 55 tomorrow, 61 on Wednesday, 65 on Thursday, 60 on Friday. Those showers starting to increase. A little bit cooler over the weekend, highs into the 50s, but rain chances stick around. And then, but really no cold temperatures as we head into the beginning of February, which is right around the corner.
That's what I like to hear. My heaters need a break from January.
They do.
That's
Yes,
for
they do.
sure. All right, thanks, Doug. Well, still ahead, NEO men's basketball looks to continue its winning streak tonight. And hear from the Pitt State baseball team ahead of their season opener on Thursday. John Dales has those stories and more up next in sports.
We're still in January, but baseball season is here. At least it's here this week. Pittsburgh State baseball takes the practice field this afternoon for some final tune-ups before beginning its 2024 schedule later this week. The Gorillas have 2 preseason All-Americans on their team, catcher Nixon Brannon and shortstop Cade Clemens. Both of them were All-Americans a year ago as well. According to Pitt State head coach Bob Fornelli, there's a lot for Gorilla fans to be excited about with this year's team, from familiar faces to new ones.
We got a very veteran team coming back, guys that were a part of it last year and we didn't finish the way we wanted to. So it'll be exciting for those guys to come back out and hopefully prove something. But a lot of new guys are going to make big contributions to our team, and we're excited to see them play.
We like to have a lot of fun, and we got a great group of guys. We should be a pretty solid team all around, pitching, hitting, defense, the whole 9 yards. I think it's just going to be a good winning season, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
The first couple weeks we kind of had some cold weather. It was a little bit nerve-wracking. Didn't know when we were going to get outside, but we finally got outside this week, and we're super excited for the season. It's going to be a good one for us.
You won't have to wait very long to see the Gorillas in action. The 2024 baseball season begins in just 3 days. They play in the UCO Classic at Central Oklahoma, with a game each day until Sunday, starting against Oklahoma Baptist Thursday at 11 a.m. Missouri Southern baseball starts the same time. The Lions begin their 2024 campaign Thursday at 4. They play in the Dugan Invitational in Hot Springs, Arkansas. We'll hear more from the Lions before they leave later this week. November 4th, that's the last time NEO men's basketball lost a game. The Golden Norsemen have won 15 consecutive contests, bringing up their record to 16-2. Tonight, they're back at home in Miami. The Golden Norsemen face Murray State this evening, tip-off scheduled for 7:30. The most recent contest for NEO was a 29-point victory over Seminole State on the road on Thursday. The Aggies enter this evening with an 8-10 record, and we're going to have the highlights from this one tonight at 9 on Fox 14, then at 10 on KOAM. Switching gears over to the NBA, the Thunder and Timberwolves meet in one of the biggest games in the NBA of this season. The two of them enter tied for first place in the Western Conference, but by the end of the night, only one of them will hold the outright top seed. This game being played in Oklahoma City, tip-off is at 7. The third meeting of the regular season between Minnesota and OKC. The Thunder lost the first, but winners of each of the last 2 against the T-Wolves. This could be a very important game for playoff seeding. If OKC wins, it'll have the head-to-head tiebreaker over the T-Wolves. I'll keep you updated on the score throughout the night. Back to baseball, though. Crazy, we're already talking about baseball that in just a few days, Pitt State and Missouri Southern, they're starting the 2024 seasons.
I know, it's still January, but January's pretty much done.
Yeah.
All right, good thing they're going to have a warm-up to start, too.
True, yeah.
All right, that's it for sports. We're back after this. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. We'll hear from an Arma, Kansas family who lost their home in a fire. Plus, first responders in Iola, Kansas hit the basketball court riding some hooved friends. And how some universities across the country are cracking down on students using AI. Those stories and a lot more tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Well, it took some help from Ozark Crane to raise a 70-foot cross today at the Pentecostal Life Center in Joplin. The base of the cross was built last summer, and the main pole and attached hardware was made in Kentucky and trucked here. The cross, not just 70 feet tall, but 40 feet across, will be lit at night and should be visible for miles around.
Pretty cool.
Impressive. All right. Final sports note?
Yeah, we're going to have those highlights from NEO men's basketball tonight. 15 in a row so far for them, trying to make it 16 tonight.
All right.
Weather looks pretty good. We're going to stay dry tonight. A little chilly. We'll drop back into the 30s, but 55 for us tomorrow, 61 on Wednesday.
All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you right back here at 10. Have a great evening and an even better tomorrow.